Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we got a knife here from Kizer. This is the Pioneer LF design, 3.2 inches on the blade, Nitro V, aluminum and micarta handle with a liner lock. This one should be a pretty cool one, very interesting design. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. We're just gonna cut right into it. Of course, this knife and every other knife you see in this video will be linked down below if you guys are interested. But here is the knife. It looks like we have, as usual, additional hardware from Kizer, the Kizer sticker, paperwork, and wiping cloth. But here we go, inside of a nice fabric little baggie. Let's go ahead and check it out. Holy macaroni, guys. This one is a good one. Now, I think this one is a version of a budget version or more affordable version of the premium counterpart. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. The Pioneer. So yeah, this is definitely a sweet one, guys. Definitely a combination that I definitely dig myself. I love the monochrome aesthetics to it right off the bat. Let's kind of break it down a little bit. We have the aluminum bolsters going on here, the black micarta on there as well. It looks like a G10 back spacer. Doesn't feel cold to the touch, right? So like a G10 back spacer, micarta, aluminum. I mean, you got all the elements right here, right? About 3 elements. Of course, we have recessed liners inside. Interesting 3 speed holes, with the middle one being a little bit wider than the other 2. And we have a deep pocket. Well, about that much. We have a pocket clip, right? About that much into the pocket. Not reversible, something to keep in mind there. And you have a linear solution back here, part of the back spacer. Very nice and neat how they did that. So you would just, run your paracord through there or what have you. That way you don't end up with an ugly hole on the handle. This one's going to be a front flipper. And we have thumb studs for deployment as well. Absolutely digging the thumb studs, by the way. So check these out. Right? Very barrel looking, wide, thick, big thumb studs, to say the least. I got the Kizer logo right there, which is interesting, right? They were doing the Kizer lettering, and they hadn't done the little flame logo there for a while. But there you go. We got the Collaborators LF designer logo on that side. But if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's get this thing deployed. Here we go. Oh man, that that actually deployed really, really good. That was a nasty deployment, very crispy on the deployment. I'm gonna give it a nice little wipe right here, right, to see this thing in its full glory. What do we say? We have a Nitro V steel. Yes, yes, yes. Stonewash finish. A little bit of in between Be Blasted and Stonewash finish on this one. Looking pretty good. It is going to be a little bit of a clip point blade. Get the blade police out here. That's my best guess. Clip point. Almost looks like a harpoon, but we're going to go clip point with a flat grind and a very nasty belly with a pokey tip right there. No doubt about it. I almost got myself poked there yesterday doing a different knife, so I can still feel it in my finger. Right, so you can see. So let me not do that too much. It is a liner lock, like we said earlier, and yeah, by the looks of it, we do have good access to the liner from the show side, as you can see. Right, very easy and yeah, comfortable to push down into the left and disengage. That lockup is going to be about what are we going with? 20%, 25-ish% or so. We do have a steel insert for steel on steel contact. That's also pretty cool, right? As you would expect, and it should be on. Is this on ball bearings or is it washers? All right, future me double check, because I'm not getting ball bearing vibes. I'm getting washers vibe right here. So it might be washers. Definitely feels like washers. If these are bearings, it actually might be pretty tight. So it actually doesn't look like bearings at all. It looks like some bigger washers. If you guys can see what I see. Do you see what I see? So thumb deployment is money right here.
Money!
Front flipper, absolutely. You do have the sort of wider jimping, right? Not the fine micro lines or whatever. These are more thicker, spread out lines for the jimping there. But yeah, no issues with that front flipper whatsoever. I can do this in my sleep. Side of the index finger there. Bam. Reach around. Boom. Yeah, all kinds of front flipper deployments work. And last but not least, fail. There we go. That reverse flick works off of the meat of my middle finger, not the nail. So yeah, that's the way to do it, with the meat of the middle finger, not the nail. So at least 3 different deployment options right there. Now, as far as ergonomics go, right, hammer grip, right, feels the hand enough there, plenty of handle to grip and hang on to. I can also forward choke, right? Check out the finger choke situation here. It's also pretty good, very nice. I'm digging that a lot. So that feels nice. And the poon area right here, I'm going to put my thumb there. That feels perfect. That feels really good for resting my thumb. Plenty of jimping, not only on the blade, but also on the bolsters too. Not to mention the back spacer also has some crown jimping going through it as well. It's a nice little touch, but yeah, plenty of grip with this guy. What's interesting too is, like, check this out. If I'm in the forward choke position, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky all fall where the 3 holes are. So I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it falls right in place. So needless to say, if you walk into the Vaseline factory with this knife, it is not going anywhere, like Nick Shabazz will say. So definitely a good lockup right there. Let me see. Yeah, that feels strong. No side to side movement or up and down of any kind. And again, I feel like this is, if I'm not mistaken, a budget version of a premium knife that was dropped recently, and it was a limited run, and it was like really, really well done from Kizer. And now we have a more affordable version of it here. Future me double check, but yeah, this budget version here should be at a decently affordable price, which is a good win for everybody. Right, we have Nitro V, right, we have the micarta there with the aluminum, so it has some, you know, some nice bits, right? It's not like your D2 blade with G10 or anything like that. So it's got some elegant touches. I think this thing might be somewhere under $100 for sure, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely something to consider there price-wise. Checking it out here next to a few other of the usuals here on the channel, starting with the big boys. Here's a Microtech MSI. Here's the Lilo and Stitch from Microtech as well. Take a look. All right, those are obviously going to be much larger knives, no doubt. Next we have the Spyderco PM2 and Para 3. So is it Para 3 size? Because if it is, yeah, it definitely looks very Para 3 size. I mean, the Para 3 size is pretty good size for EDC. You know, one of my all-time carried knives of all times as far as EDC goes. So it's definitely going to be very much the same size as this guy then, the Demko AD 20.5, perhaps just a tad bit larger there. But the Chad here is a little bit longer. So just kind of giving you more or less a ballpark. Can you tell that I like monochrome knives, right? These are some of my favorite in my collection. So these should definitely give that away. On the more budget end of things, we got the Civivi Vision FG. Here's the Kizer Militaw, right? Another banger from Kizer as well. Again, all these are linked down below if you guys want to check out prices, availability, and variants. And it does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. And at no extra cost, I also have content on all these knives here on the channel as well if you want to learn more. That is the CJRB Pyrite Light, and this is the Vosteed Porcupine. So very comparable to the Porcupine, maybe a hair longer, but shorter, or perhaps about the same as the Pyrite Light. So hopefully you own some of those. So give you, again, more or less a ballpark where it lands size-wise. Now you already know we're going to put that Nitro V to the test right here during our scientific cutting test. Get a feel for the blade here. Oh man, that blade is ready to go. Ready to do some damage here. So here we go, forward choke position. And just kind of testing here to see the initial bite. All right, I mean, come on. There's no question about it. This thing is going to cut all types of way. Now, unlike a sheep's foot or Warncliffe, you do have this belly. It tapers off quite a bit, very aggressively. So that's something to keep in mind, so that you don't taper off the cut like that, for example. So you want to carry that cut going all the way through. And I mean, scientific discovery here. It can definitely cut paper. Who would have thunk? But as far as cardboard, I got a single wall piece of cardboard, cutting at a diagonal angle here for better performance. It looks something like this. I mean, you already knew, right? You already knew what was about to happen. So there you go. Definitely went through that cardboard like a piece of cake on a kid's birthday, on the daycare celebration. But yeah, you guys rate this thing in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10. How sharp is it out of the box? 10 being the sharpest. You all let me know. Some additional details here. I'm not sure if I mentioned already, we got a captive pivot. All right, so it looks nice and clean on the show side. It's got the black on black, so black pivot and black pivot color right there, and a T8 on this side. And also notice a bit of jimping right here on the micarta scales. All right, so check that out. So again, of course, the holes are going to help with the weight reduction. There are your recessed liners right in there. And you have the one body screw, which again is a very clean design. Not that many body screws anywhere in the handle. Just have the one body screw way back here. It's a thick boy, and it's going to be a T8 as well. So check that out. Well, there you have it, guys. That is a quick unboxing overview of the Pioneer from Kizer. This one is an absolute banger, right? And I'm definitely digging it and a big fan of this design. Definitely making a great first impression here in the channel, and I am here for it. I'm gonna set the knife down because some of you guys like to take pictures here and there. It's like, Miguel, you move the knife around too much, you know, set it down for once. I'm like, listen, okay, I hear you. I'm gonna do this for you. I got you, right? Always open and appreciative of feedback. So thank you guys all so much. A little bit of this and that. Guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts about this one. What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let's hang out in the comment section down below. We'd definitely love to hear your thoughts. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Either this one or this one. Peace.